Anywhoosies, let's get back to the reviews. I wrote down that we should start with challengers because
Yeah.
I was texting Elardo and I was like, I don't get this ending, so I need him to explain it. Um, but yeah, basically, before we get into that part of it, what were your overall thoughts of the movie?
No, yeah. I thought it was one of the. See, I thought it was interesting because I could see the script so clearly. I don't know if the execution and direction was like the best it could have been, but I thought like the storytelling itself was really good. The idea of having this like match, the match isn't even. I don't know anything about tennis or sports, but I feel like that wasn't even really, like career wise, that's not a high stakes match, right?
No,
But what
definitely
makes it
not.
high stakes is like the personal, personal level. I thought that was really interesting to cut back and forth between like one game and like their whole history. That was super interesting. I feel like it's something you should have seen before, but I can't remember anything like that really. So I thought
Yeah.
that was interesting. The way they did
At
that.
first,
Yeah.
oh no, go ahead, continue.
No, go ahead, go ahead. That
I
was
was
like
gonna
pretty
say at
much yeah.
first I hated it, but then
Hmm.
as the movie made on, it went on. It made sense, like to
Yeah.
do it that way. So I was like, okay, this is good, and
And
it builds up well.
no, yeah, and I like the stakes. Like even from that first like was it first time you meet the I forgot his name already, but he's the black haired guy. You first meet him, you see he's struggling.
Patrick,
Yeah, I don't know. I forget their names already, to be honest. I know Josh
Patrick,
O'Connor is
and
the
Art is the other one, right?
Patrick and Art. Yeah, I remember
Okay,
Art's
yeah.
name. No, yeah, you first meet Patrick. He's like sleeping in his car, and like
Mm-hmm.
and then the lady's like, "Oh, do you know who's playing?" And then like that right there is like that, like, "Oh, now we have a movie." Like I said that before. Like when you have like moments like that, it's like, "Oh, now we have a movie," and like you're
Yeah.
excited for like the next like 2 hours. Like that's really good. This movie did that really well, and yeah, it just has really good character work between the leads. And then yeah, I thought the ending was awesome, and I'm ready to explain to you whenever you're ready for
Okay,
that.
yeah. So just overall on the movie, I didn't really know what to expect going in.
Yeah, yeah, me
Like
too.
as a sports guy, I was like, oh, cool, tennis movie. It was not about tennis.
No, yeah, really, yeah,
um,
they could have done any sport to be honest.
yeah, but it was for a drama. Like it hooked me in super well.
Yeah.
It built up super well. Like it's not for something that's like I probably wouldn't be interested in this. I
Hmm.
was, and it was. They made it really spicy. It was really
Yeah.
spicy. Um, the leads were really good.
Yeah, the
Let's
acting all
see.
around was like pretty good.
Yeah, and
The two
there's
guys. I don't even. I think I only knew Art from West Side Story, the newer one, and then but I thought they were really good, especially yeah, Patrick, that actor. I thought he was really good.
yeah, I didn't know either of them before for this
Yeah,
movie. They were strangers to me, but yeah, man. For not knowing what to expect, this is why it's always better to go into a movie
to go
not
in
knowing
blind.
anything
Yeah.
because like it's just like whoa, what's
Hmm.
happening here? There's so many movies or moments like that in this movie.
Yeah.
And then the time jumps normally not a fan of in movies, but this one did it really
Yeah.
well.
Like
It was
usually that's
easy
not
to
what you're supposed to
track.
do anyway. Like flashbacks
Yeah, yeah.
are like a big no-no because it's like, oh, we're getting away from the main story. But in this movie, it's like that is the story. It's like
Yeah,
are the flashbacks, which is
the
interesting.
the
Yeah.
history makes it juicy at the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was really good. Some of the decision making by I guess Zendaya in
It's
particular
mostly
was
her a little
confusing.
bit.
Yeah, she was pretty confusing throughout the movie, but I guess that's like the point. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and yeah, okay, so there's the ending. I need you to explain
Okay.
this to me. I
Okay,
was
what did
like,
you not
what the?
get? Like, yeah, what did you not get?
Uh,
First of all.
okay, so well, this is a spoiler warning if you're listening to
Oh
this.
yeah,
I'm just gonna
huge spoiler,
yeah, this is what happens at the end. Okay, all right, you had long enough. So
yeah.
they're playing the last point. First of all, this part a little too dragged out. Like, come on, like they're literally just staring at each other through these last like points, and then they're hitting it back and forth, and then all of a sudden he jumps up over the net, which never happens in tennis, by the way, never happens, and then into the other guy's arms, and then that's the end of the movie.
Okay, okay, okay.
Help.
So, yeah, so I was explaining this to you, like it does a writer thing where like it has it there it plants these seeds throughout the movie and then it brings it all together at the end. So the seeds that they were planting um so you remember the part where he was asking if they had sex, right? and he's like, "Oh, if I serve it the way you serve it, then that means we had
Yeah, I
sex."
got that part
So he got
with the
that
ball
part.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then that was one seed. Another seed was when Tashi's talking about like, oh no, they were watching Tashi for the first time, and then like that like 15 seconds where they were just going at it, like that was like it's the relationship between. That's pretty much what they're mirroring at the end. Is that
Okay.
again, and then that's why she goes, "Come on" at the end, and does that whole thing. So and then what else? There's another seed I forgot already, but that was the other one. And it's just like all these like things where it's like saying like, they went through all this shit together, but at the end of the day, they really did have like this really nice friendship. So I thought it was like actually kind of beautiful, is how I saw it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so how I was watching it was like they were playing this intense point. I was like, okay, well,
Yeah.
how's this gonna end here? And then he ends up in the other there, and they end up hugging, and then it's
Yeah,
black
yeah.
screen, and I was like,
And that's it.
wait, what? What am I supposed to get out of this? But yeah, and then the little come on, that's crazy. But okay, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. For some reason, I was expecting some big like betrayal or like
Yeah, yeah.
some sort of ending, but I guess it's for
Yeah.
the imagination. What happens after that?
I guess so. I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
okay,
I like what I got. Like just like that was a good for me a good bookend to be like, "Oh, okay." Like the things aren't that bad after all, like at the yeah.
true.
It's like
Yeah,
at the
it's
end of
like
the day, like just a little scuffle.
I guess.
We're all
Yeah.
friends. Maybe not
Yeah.
friends, but
Yeah. Hmm. I mean, it doesn't take away from how I feel about the movie, I think.
yeah,
I think it was still an entertaining watch that I liked. So, with that being, what would you give it out of 5?
solid 4. I thought it was really well written. I want to read the script more than anything.
Damn. Yeah.
Also,
Oh, go.
sorry, in the trailer, how that was like all over the marketing was Zendaya, getting kissed on the neck by two guys, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just seeing all that, I'm like, big whoop. It's no big deal. But the scene in the movie is actually really interesting because I feel like it sets up like her character like perfectly in that one scene. Like that's who she is like for the whole movie.
Yeah.
So I thought I was like, okay, yeah, yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, she had a complicated character. So I guess, would you agree she was like kind of the villain?
I don't know if outright villain. She's
Like,
just she is working behind the scenes, but I think she just wants to feel success in like some way, and she'll just do whatever it takes. Like that could be villainous, maybe not. That's just I boil it down to she's a complicated human being.
Okay, yeah, I think that's a better way to put it. But yeah, I'd also give this a solid 4.
Yeah.
I was pretty entertained. Not what I was expecting going in, but solid.
There's one scene that was really well done. The scene in the dorm, that was all one take, and it was just like them like going from. Well, it started with them like about to do the deed, and then they started arguing, and like that scene was really well done. It was one take, if you noticed.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice it was one take.
Yeah, that was really well. I like that scene a lot. That was really
Huh.
good.
Yeah, yeah. I think overall, good, good story. I don't really have much else to say about it. I don't.
Yeah.
It's do they? I can't think of another drama like that or like that I really liked like that. Was there another drama that you would comes
None
to
that I
mind?
could
I guess.
think of right now, but we haven't we for sure haven't had anything like this in like the past few years because people are
Yes.
like filmmakers are afraid of sex and all that. So
Mm,
yeah.
makes sense. But yeah. All right. Let us know what you think of that one.